We are going into the linkage arm. This is with this piece right here, connects the wheels. So hopefully this should be a pretty quick one. It's just a flat piece, so we just got to make sure the shape is right with good dimensions. Let's get started. So here's where we are right now. Got the wheels on there, so we're going to make that linkage arm that kind of connects these two pegs. All right, so first off, I've got my dimensions here. So let's go ahead and focus on this first. All right, and again, I noticed the holes. That's what's going to connect to the wheels. And let's go ahead and see what we can do. So first off, I'm seeing that inner hole is 0.128, outer hole going to radius of 0.1875. All right, so if I come back here, I'm going to start a sketch, and I'm going to make sure I select this face, right, because that's going to kind of be the direction that the arm comes out from. Go ahead and click on that, and let's go ahead and start with a circle. And, technically it's kind of two circles, so I'm going to start off by making it kind of look like this. And maybe I'll do that to both sides here. Again, I'm zooming in a little bit, making sure I get the center point before I make that circle. And I'm intentionally not lining them up to anything right now. I want to kind of double check and make sure it's the right size. And so to do that, first off, I can kind of see whether this dimension here is 0.125. Okay, so really we want this hole, if you came back over here, was 0.128. So I'm going to go ahead and change that dimension first. So use the dimension tool, click on that, and it's 0.128. All right, so it fits right around there. And if you notice, there is a little gap. So we're not quite using the same circle size, which is why I'm not doing the use or project tool. Okay, so same thing on this side. Could probably set those equal if I wanted to. And then for the other one here, outer one is 0.1875. Notice it is a radius though. And so if I go click on this right now, it's a diameter. So I'm going to go ahead and just type it in as 0.1875 times 2. So you can do 0.1875 times 2. So you can do some basic math when you're putting in dimensions. So there's that. All right, same one over here. Oops, I clicked on the second line. Just want to click there. 0.1875 times, using the asterisk, times 2. All right, and we're looking pretty good. We just gotta need a couple of lines to connect the two. So I'm using the line tool. And for now, I'm just gonna kind of make sure it's a horizontal line that connects the two. And again, I'm hitting the letter L as a shortcut just to kind of create the two lines. Okay, and again, notice that when I was dragging it out, I saw that little horizontal line pop up. That's kind of what I wanted to see. And the distance is already set for me. So all I really need to do is, in order to make sure that those are equal, I'm going to use the equal constraint, hit those two lines, and that should straighten those out. And it's still not quite fully constrained. Let me double check here. Oh, I'm also going to, while I'm here, I'm going to trim these edges so that there's just one shape for what we're trying to build out. And one way I like to try to test this out is if I grab a blue line, I can kind of see what it's doing. I see what's happening. So if you notice right now, they're staying the same distance away, but I haven't marked what that distance is. So come back over here. Looking at this dimension is 0.25. That's what I still need to put in. So I'm going to dimension from here to here is 0.25. Now I'm fully constrained. All right, so I hit the check mark. And then the last step for this one is going to be a simple extrusion. And that extrusion is going to be 0.125 in thickness. That's what I'm seeing right there. Come back to this, go to extrude. This is the shape I want to extrude. And you know what? To simplify this too, I'm going to go ahead and click that sketch. Right, so if I choose it out of that list, it'll for sure grab that entire profile. Right, and then the thickness again was 0.125. That's what I'm going to type in here for the depth. 0.125. Hit the check mark, and we've got our linkage arm. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and mirror this to the other side as well, just so we kind of have all of our parts in view. It's going to be a part mirror. The mirror plane is, in my case, the right plane is what cuts it in half. Brings to the other side, hit the check mark. All right, and then just a little bit of organizing. I'm going to add all that to a folder. Say linkage arm. Down here, I've got those two parts. So this right click, rename. This is the left linkage arm. And then over here, right click. This is the right linkage arm. All right. From here, all we got is a few pegs to make, and then we should be all done.